Yeah, this is Global Missing Persons Alert. Interpol Yellow Notice Number 21-22733. And I'm about to call UN Mission of Foreign Affairs about this terrorist right here, Khurram Aziz. Okay? Get a good look at him. I'm going to show you his picture. Okay? He's a real lizard. A real lizard. He's a lizard. Okay? Well, let me tell you what, he's sick. He's really, really fucking sick. Okay? This is a really sick, very sick, twisted person. Right here. You talk about child fucking human crucifixion and cannibalism. This guy here has been eating way too much human flesh. Like President Putin said. He's been filling his belly with too much human flesh. Okay? This really is a typical AV negative mutant hybrid beast species. This is not a human, folks. He's not a human. He's a reptoid. He's a reptoid. Okay? And I'll tell you who else he is. He's CIA, Department of Defense, and CIA-operated cult of Scientology, which is the United States Navy. Okay? He's a Satanist. And he's also contracted with KMG Prestige. These fucking Iggers with an N over here at this 7,000 East 10 Mile Road building, all infested with cockroaches, bed bugs, filth, and fucking disease. America's lowest of the low. The bottom of the garbage can, Homeland contracted operatives and role player housing. Okay, they get Section 8. They get Section 8 in exchange for their participation in human trafficking terrorist operations. Okay? So, this is the pussy that's now violating my natural-born, God-given free will, and he's going in my personal stuff. That's why it's only one Facebook picture there left. Okay? But, this is the motherfucker right here. Okay, this guy Keckler that I had to call this morning at the United States Air Force, Macomb County recruiting, and give him a piece of my fucking mind, which I have recorded and is being exploited. He did that. This guy right here, he did that. Now, I'm not real sure because I don't know this Keckler. I was calling him Heckler. Okay, the other night, if you can remember, when I was exploiting him. Okay, and I thought he was one and the same as that little bitch boy Lipari, with the sex trafficking dad, Salvatore Sam Lipari, Peter Lucido's people. Oh, pumpkin face Peter Lucido. Big old fat, puffy, round, swollen, toxic, pumpkin face Lucido, the fucking predator that he is. You know why? Because it was him. Remember on that video when I told you people, I said you have a really, really serious national security threat. Okay, that these dumb motherfuckers over there at the KMG Prestige, these Macomb County people, I told you, they impersonate each other. They impersonate each other and they lie about each other, okay, and this was him. So this Keckler guy, who I had to call this morning, who I've been exploiting on Facebook for the last 2 days, who I'm not even sure if he even knew anything about this because I'm trying to filter the cyber terrorism, this disgusting piece of filth, biofilth right here. This is the most disgusting, worst of the worst. This is a human flesh-eating, human blood-drinking, cannibal. You see that croned lizard neck? Okay. Oh, this really is the worst of America's bottom of the garbage can right here. Okay?
He's a Babylonian.
DNA. Straight, pure, junk DNA. Animal, gen, hybrid. And when I say gen, okay, I'm talking about the lower plane entities. Okay? The bottom feeders of all God's creation, okay, that slither from outside the fucking earth, okay, he's in the same classification as a cockroach. This is a lower plane entity, a straight lizard hybrid, okay, he is not a human being, he eats human flesh, he drinks human blood, okay, and this is real. This is a pedophile predator right here, the worst of the worst. Well, this Keckler guy, it was this motherfucker impersonating him. So, just like I said in the video the other night after I called the UN Mission of Foreign Affairs to Bahrain and was reporting Keckler, okay? And then after the call, when I continued to talk for about an hour, and I was explaining that these people over here are a threat to you Americans, and they are a threat to your own children, and they are a threat to your own life, while you coward Americans, the fat, useless, lazy, worthless, dumb cowards that you are, while you sit there and you can't do nothing. You know why? You know why you can't do nothing? Because you all either had to sign a kidnap or a blood ritual or a child sex sacrifice, or they got a videotape with your kid up some dick's ass or somebody's dick up your ass, so you can't say nothing. Okay, you know, Epstein, P. Diddy. Okay, they're just two fish in a big pond. Okay, because that is what America is, and that is what America does. And you know, Donald Trump was right. I mean, who the fuck is Epstein? He's just old news now. And you know, Epstein is not a human. Okay, he's also a shape-shifting lower life form species of reptile. And if, for those of you who have seen the closed circuit TV video of inside his cell, okay, there's a shadow being. A shadow being has been seen, like exiting out through the wall. Well, okay, that was probably him. If the real Epstein was ever even in a jail cell at all, and whether or not he was, and whether or not he is or isn't even in that same body anymore, he's underground. He's in your military base underground, hidden safely and protected, I promise you that. Okay, well, him and P. Diddy are just two fish in a big pond. Okay, that's what America is. Okay, and you all know it. Most of you who are listening, anybody who's been recruited into the CIA, unless you're the sacrificial pawn that just got recruited as the cover front, which a lot of you are that too. Well, and then that means you're the one that's really not allowed to know nothing interesting. So you're not a threat, anyways. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? That's what this one had to do. Okay. So that's what anybody who is anybody important had to do. A lot of you wouldn't even have fucking jobs if you didn't pull up your skirt, bend over, and spread your butt cheeks. Okay. So, we're getting ready to call UN Mission of Foreign Affairs, and we are going to exploit this guy, this lizard. I should call that Heckler back, and I should tell him. Uh-oh. Shoot, I dialed the wrong number. I called that other predator.
Permanent mission of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the United Nations. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. For front desk, please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator. Is not available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Press the pound key to end recording.
Yeah, this is Global Missing Persons Alert, Interpol Yellow Notice number 21-22733. And I am calling to report these crimes, America's satanic, Judeo-Christian occult satanic crimes of terrorism, psychological warfare, electromagnetic terrorism, okay, and cyber terrorism, okay, and what you need to know, okay, I just went over this. I'm trying to do this by video because I am exploiting this lizard, Aziz, okay, the one on my Facebook page. Here we go. I have to find his name. I can't keep up with these terrorists. I can't keep up with these ignorant fucking terrorists. I can't keep up with these terrorists. And you want to know what? It's Americans and their children that have to pay for my time, and they are. Okay, his name is on the Facebook, his name is Khurram. Last name Aziz. Now, you can find him on the Facebook page. Widely exploited, and you can find him in this video because the device that I am recording on, I am also videoing his picture and his name for the public to see. So, this guy is a real pedophile. A pedophile and a cannibal. Okay? For real. This you can look at him and see this evil slithering lizard, this lower life form piece of garbage, has eaten way too much human flesh in his life, okay? And you can see it. And pretty soon, he probably jerks and shakes like he's got... Let me pause this and make sure. I just want to make sure. It's kind of hard for me to get a steady picture, and I want to make sure everybody has a full view of this Satan-serving, kidnapping, human and organ and child and sex trafficking lizard right here. Okay, who is currently trying to kidnap my daughter, Geneva Nicole Payton, which is why they're desperate to kill me. He's on that $30,000 contract for that Patriot Act ticket on my head. They need me and my father, Roger Del Payton, dead, so they can kidnap and traffic my daughter, Geneva Nicole Payton. Now, they have not tried to kidnap her in what has been the last 5 years. Ever since I brought the international community, the international courts, and 39 nations here against America and gave all of America's most hated and most feared enemies everything they need to destroy every American and every American child's life, and to strip the United States of America of its right to exist under international law. So, because they've been trying to kill me and my dad for the last 5 years and get us out of the way first, and anybody who knows that
They have failed numerous times. They have tried and failed. And they're at a point where, I think it was last Friday, they had a CIA Department of Defense kidnapping operation plan to just go snatch my daughter. They had finally come to a point, after not have been able to kill me, they just said, fuck it. And they're so desperate because of my daughter's RH0 DNA that that they were just going to go ahead and kidnap my daughter anyways, and then try to kill me when they can. And so this is the one right here. And he tried to kill me yesterday morning too, as I continue on to report and call. Oh, this is a Babylonian, folks. This is a Babylonian, okay, in Iraqi, okay, Judeo-Christian, Iraqi, Babylonian, not Arab. It is not the same thing. See, they hate Muslims, these disgusting people. They hate Muslims, okay? But it's real funny. When they get around American people, then they want to pretend like they're Arabic, okay? And Muslim is not interchangeable with Arab, except, in Iraq. It pretty much is, okay? It's real funny how they want to front like a people that they hate so much and that they're not, when they want to show off and make like there's something that they're not to Americans. I'm gonna tell you what, these are thieving people right here, deceiving, thieving people. They're also known as Chaldean, okay? And anybody who's familiar with Michigan, okay, and let me tell you what. If you're ever in Michigan, or if you got these Babylonians where you live, I'm going to tell you what, don't do business with them. I'm talking, don't go to their smartphone, like for Frank and Nancy, CIA Homeland Contract at Frank and Nancy up here at Metro PCS at the corner of 10 Mile and Van Dyke, okay, who stole like $300 from me with faulty products and then refused to honor the sale, and I just had to eat the loss. But you want to know what? It's really Americans that are eating the loss, because I'm using those products to do this to you. So they did serve a purpose. They served a purpose of destroying every American's life. So, they own everything. Okay, don't ever take your car to them, to their auto shops. Don't ever buy a car from them. Don't buy a house from these people. Do not do business with these Chaldean Babylonians. I'm telling you, these are thieving, lying, deceitful, slithering snakes in the grass. I know that. I know them very well. Okay? Never, ever, ever do business with these people and give them your money. They're Nimrods. Okay? Nimrods. You want to know what kind of bean this is a hybrid of? This is a junk DNA hybrid of the Anunnaki. That's what they call them, the Anunnaki, which is one and the same as like the Nephilim offspring. If you read your Bibles, Genesis 6, if you read the book of Enoch, and it talks about the Nephilim, the sons of gods that came down and made it with the sons of man, or the daughters of man. Okay, well, this is the product of that. They are Nimrods. Continuing.
Arkansas 22733. And I am calling to report these crimes, America's satanic, Judeo-Christian occult satanic crimes of terrorism, psychological warfare, electromagnetic terrorism, okay, and cyber terrorism, okay, and what you need to know, okay, I just went over this. I'm trying to do this by video because I am exploiting this lizard. Aziz, okay, the one on my Facebook page. Here we go. I have to find his name. I can't keep up with these terrorists. I can't keep up with these ignorant fucking terrorists. I can't keep up with these terrorists. You want to know what? It's Americans and their children that have to pay for my time, and they are. Okay, his name is on the Facebook, his name is Khurram. Last name Aziz. Now, you can find him on the Facebook page. Widely exploited, and you can find him in this video because the device that I am recording on, I am also videoing his picture and his name for the public to see. So, this guy is a real pedophile. A pedophile and a cannibal. Okay? For real. This you can look at him and see this evil slithering lizard, this lower life form piece of garbage, has eaten way too much human flesh in his life, okay? And you can see it. And pretty soon, he probably jerks and shakes like he's got Parkinson. He probably does the Hillary and Bill Clinton. Okay, that's from eating too much human flesh. And that's why a lot of Americans have those kind of diseases and those kind of problems because of the human flesh that's in America's food supply. Everybody in America is a cannibal. Everybody is eating human flesh. It's in everything. And people think they're eating chicken, they're eating human. They think they're eating beef, they're eating human. It's a disgusting, despicable place with these disgusting people. Just like President Putin said, Americans stuff their belly with human meat. That President Putin said, Americans are eating each other and the vampire ball is over. You're goddamn right. This bitch motherfucker right here, this is a threat to U.S. national security, international security, human life, and public safety, and he is particularly a threat to any child, okay? He is a serious threat. He's a threat to anybody, okay? This guy will eat you. He will kidnap you. He will murder you, and he will eat you. Now, what's important to report is he is also CIA, Department of Defense with United States Army and private corporate military contracted KMG's International Nigerian Human Child Sex and Organ Trafficking for America's International Nigerian Slave Trade. Him, okay? Well, I'm gonna tell you what, this bitch motherfucker, something's gonna happen to him. Something's gonna happen to him, okay? He has violated my natural-born, God-given free will right for the last time. He has been deleting photo. I've been playing tag with this dirty cannibal, this filthy, disgusting cannibal all day. And he's here by DARPA satellite, and he's running these are really, really ignorant people, folks. These really are dumb people, and they're not only dumb, they're immature. Okay, that's why Americans aren't even ready to get married, settle down and get married and have kids until after 40. Okay, they're at 40 years old. They're not ready to settle down yet because they're still kids. 40 is the new 20, 30 is the new 50, and they all really do have intellects and mentalities and maturity levels of 9-year-old kids. Okay, even the smart people, okay, they got degrees, and everything. Dumb. Okay, any village retard
can memorize the textbook and repeat the answers. Okay? They are all dumb. You don't get any dumber than Americans. Well, that's how they've earned themselves the title, the world's fattest and stupidest and dumbest military. Okay, so this guy is putting every American's life in danger. Okay, he's a terrorist. He's a kidnapping, human trafficking, murdering terrorist for purposes of child butt fucking, human crucifixion, human flesh eating, and human blood drinking cannibalism that feeds America. And he's desperate to kill me, which he tried to do. It was yesterday morning. He tried to do. He was nuking me from my insides out. He was holding the button. And I was on the floor vomiting pure water into a garbage can, all water and stomach fluids on an empty stomach. Okay? It did not go on 37 hours like it has before when they've tried to kill me. Okay? Somebody was able to stop it within 20 minutes. And the reason why is because he's desperate to kidnap and traffic my daughter, Geneva, for highly classified CIA, Department of Defense, and United States Navy DNA baby breeding. That means my dad, and as a sex slave for the entertainment industry. That means that they will kidnap my daughter and isolate her to a single man cell in a Department of Defense Task Force 1 prison where all of America's missing people, including underage children, who are put on the Patriot Act list before they can even walk and talk, go, never to see the light of day again, until they are brought out, drugged up and dressed up and butt-fucked for the underground tunnels from the military base on Mound all the way to the White House. Okay? And that's what happened to Diana Spencer, Princess Diana. Diana Spencer is not dead. Okay? She's in a underground cellar, and that's where she's been living since 1997, and she's a baby breeder for her DNA. And particularly with my daughter, in like our DNA, we are pure-blooded, prime genetic DNA humans of our originating prophetic bloodline. So we are the people that they eat. We are the food source for them. And and because we are pure-blooded and we have highly, highly energized pure blood, our blood is used for, we are the people that they crucify, and it is our blood that is used for their satanic rituals that pays for American dream. Okay? That's why Americans can't do the right thing, because then, their whole entire existence, their livelihood, their jobs, and everything they own is literally dependent on these human crucifixions, child butt fucking, human flesh eating, and human blood drinking, cannibalistic, satanic rituals. Every American is dependent on this for the lifestyle that they love, that they live and enjoy. They're disgusting, filthy, cheap, chintzy, plastic fucking artificial fucking lifestyle of the false fucking reality that these retards live in. So, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kidnap Geneva, and he needs me dead, and he needs my dad dead. I assure you he's going to be dead first. I assure you he will be dead before I will. I assure you.
Your message has reached its maximum duration. To send your message, press 3 or hang up. To delete your current...
No. I assure you, something's going to happen to him. And I'm going to tell you what, it better happen A-S motherfucking P. Okay? He's a liability to you terrorists, to you other kidnapping, trafficking, murdering terrorists.
And he is a liability to you Americans, you tax-paying, funding Americans, you funders, enablers, and supporters who think you're not human trafficking, murdering terrorists, but you are. You are the funders, and you are the supporters, and you are the enablers, okay, that make it all possible. You are the voters that vote these reptiles that you worship and serve that are in Washington, and you put them in power. I blame you more than I blame them. I blame you more than I blame your government. You, the American people who think you're not murdering, kidnapping, trafficking terrorists, yes, you are. And I'm not allowing any of you, civilian or not, to shift the blame on your government this time. Oh no, you're not shifting the blame. I'm taking you out before I take your government out. How do you like that? And your children too. Because your children, it's all about the next generation. Always, always. Every agenda is about the next generation. Your children won't live to see another generation. Your children will not grow up to be the targeted kidnapping, trafficking, murdering, treasonous terrorists that you people are. But this right here, this is the threat that you have. This is the threat right here that every American has. This is the threat that is fueling the fire and fanning the flames that he don't have the power and the necessary protection to fuel and fan. Which is why I'm told he ain't left the military base in 2 days. This bitch-ass coward is hiding like the bitch that he is in the military base.
On Mound Road.
Came out in 2 days. That's why. So I'm going to tell you right now.
For anybody who's interested.
All of you kidnapping.
For anybody who's interested. I'm pretty sure he's at the military base. On Mound Road at 16 Mile in Sterling Heights, Michigan, USA. Huge industrial military complex. That's over where the news building where my dad is from is. That's all deep, dark, black ops of the military, aerospace, underground task force, DoD task force 1 prison, where all the missing people go and get trafficked through the underground butt-fucking tunnels all the way to the White House. Okay, they got General Dynamics over there. Okay, that's where this coward is for anybody who's interested. And he's been hiding like a bitch up in there for 2 fucking days. He ain't left. He ain't left. And I don't think he plans on ever leaving. Because he knows